Welcome to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast, hosted by Craig Phillips and Jeff Torrey. Visit us at fantasyfootballprophet.com. And now your hosts, Craig and Jeff.
Welcome everyone to the Fantasy Football Prophet Podcast. I'm Craig Phillips, usually joined here by Jeff Torrey. Jeff will be missing tonight's episode. Hopefully be back tomorrow as we do the mailbag for Week 13. Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit of waiver wire real quick here with you. Just give you some names to look at for next week. And you know what? We actually have some running backs for this is the best waiver week I've seen in a very long time. It's kind of nice for once to have this. It's actually disappointing Jeff's not here to talk about it. We've been talking about waivers all year. There's never any players. Look we got some this time. Due to some injuries, but that's how we get them, I guess. Top one off the board for me this week would be Alexander Mattison with the Dalvin Cook news. He has torn labrum. He's going to miss some time here. Mattison, we've seen what he can do in that Cook's absence in the past. Madison's a good running back. He's not Dalvin Cook, but he's close. Honestly, he puts together some similar numbers when he's out there. He's a great one to have. I mean, at this point, if you're going after Mattison, if you need a running back, you spend your number one waiver priority. You spend all your fab budget, honestly, at this point. If you're going to get Mattison, if you need to stretch run, I would go big to get Alexander Mattison. Again, that's why we've been telling you as well, get this guy all season long. If you were a Dalvin Cook owner and you don't have Mattison, what were you doing? There's only a few handcuffs out there that you absolutely need to have. Mattison is one of those. You should have him. If you don't, sorry, go spend money, go get him. All right, next up, then we got a bunch of other running backs that are, I'm not sure how to rank them, to be honest, so I'm just going to throw them out there. Chuba Hubbard, we can talk about him again. Christian McCaffrey, done for the year. Chuba Hubbard should step in. I don't think it's just going to be Chuba Hubbard, though. Amir Abdullah might get a little bit of work as well, which would be interesting. I think Chuba Hubbard should be the main back there, but there's definitely no guarantee of that. Amir Abdullah, I think, will be involved somewhat, but Chuba Hubbard would be the one I would target out of these guys for sure. Another one, Boston Scott. Miles Sanders goes down again with another injury, so we get the Boston Scott, maybe Jordan Howard type thing. We don't know, what it is with Miles Sanders. It wasn't like a true injury. It was an ankle injury, I believe, in the second half, but don't know what he's going to be, how they're going to use him, right? So Boston Scott's an interesting name to look at again. He's played well when he's had the chance. So I'd go look at him as well. Other names, Dontrell Hilliard, Deontay Foreman, the Tennessee Titans running backs. We know Tennessee's been able to run the ball all year with Derrick Henry, right? But is that just Derrick Henry? Maybe. But Hilliard and Foreman both ran for over 100 yards this past week. I really like Hilliard. He had a lot of catches a couple of weeks ago. And Foreman too, though. He looked really good. He did have the fumble, which was disappointing. But again, Mattison, I'd rather have Hubbard. Scott, maybe Scott's close. Hilliard and Foreman definitely would try to get some of those guys in your team if you need any kind of running back help. Maybe it's not the prettiest move to make, but you know what? Go after those guys. Other names, Jamal Williams, if DeAndre Swift were to miss any time with his shoulder injury, which we really don't, as of right now, I don't know the status completely. But if Swift were to miss time, Jamal Williams is actually a great ad. He would probably be, for Week 13 alone, he would be way up there, like right after Mattison. But this isn't as long term, maybe as some of the other picks. It's probably only a week long. But Jamal Williams would probably be a good play in Week 13 against the Vikings if you get that shot. Another one, Matt Breida. He was out-snapped by Devin Singletary, but he is clearly ahead of Zach Moss now on the pecking order. So, and he's looked good in his time, in his opportunities. I've liked Matt Breida for a while. I thought he should have got more opportunities last year, and it just didn't happen. Now in Buffalo, it seems to be happening more. They're starting to use him a bit more. Matt Breida's down there a little bit more. This isn't as like, I'm going to get him plug and play, right? It's not that. But I could see his role even expanding over these next couple weeks. So look out for Matt Breida. At wide receiver, Kendrick Bourne, 2 touchdowns last week. He's been playing pretty well for the Patriots. You could look at him. At tight end, Cole Kmet had 10 or 11 targets last week. I've liked Cole Kmet, and tight ends, I'm going to take a little longer to come on, and he's starting to come on maybe. Cole Kmet, look at him. Quarterbacks, Tua has been playing pretty well. The Dolphins have been playing well. They're playing against the Giants this week. Tua could be a good streaming option, as well as the Dolphins defense, who has really been playing well. Playing against the Giants, I love that one. I also love the Vikings going against the Lions. Go pick up Dolphins or Vikings. Tua if you need a quarterback. And one of those running backs. Go big for Alexander Mattison if you need to. But all right, there we go. Quick, right at it today. Talk to you guys again tomorrow with the mailbag. If you want to get in on that mailbag episode, if you have some questions for us, go to fantasy football. Go to Instagram.com/fantasyfootballprofit. Check out our post that'll come out Tuesday afternoon. Comment on there. You can comment on our YouTube page, youtube.com/fantasyfootballprofit, or you can send us an email at fantasyfootballprofit@gmail.com. We will get to your questions, all of them. Whatever comes in, we'd love to help you out. If you're out of it, if you have keeper questions for next year, dynasty questions for the next year, don't, just maybe you're not going to make the playoffs this year. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about 2022 as well. But I'll do it for today. Talk to you guys next time.